Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can supercharge your website using Cloudflare and all of the functionality that comes with it. So I quickly drew up here how the website was working until this point. When I say the website, I mean my website www.schmidbauer.cz. So this website is hosted currently on GitHub and it will also stay there. So when I make a change to my website, what I basically expect is that it's going to be deployed onto currently my server, and that's being achieved using some script and a cron job that is just building the website, pulling the updates from GitHub every 15 or so minutes. And I have, of course, a DNS zone, schmidbauer.cz. I'm going to point that to my server, and that's it. So the server is located in the Czech Republic. What happens then if someone accesses the website from USA? It's going to be a little bit slower. Thankfully, it's only a static website, so there's not much going on there. But imagine having dozens of pictures and so on there. It's going to take the client a long time to pull it all down. Cloudflare can help us with that. It's going to not only build our website from GitHub directly, we don't have to host it anymore ourselves or use some build process. They're going to build it for us the same way as GitHub Actions does, for example, on every push to the master branch. And I'm going to show you how that works right now. So in my Cloudflare account, which I created, I've basically went here to the workers and pages section on the left side. I created a new page for my website, and this page was then linked to my GitHub account and this Git repository where my site is hosted on. And what happens now is every time I push the master, it's going to build me a new version of my website. You can see that below here under the all deployments. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make a small change to the website, and while we're doing that, I'm going to show you the things that I implemented also specifically to Cloudflare. And there's headers we can add, we can do some redirects, and we can also do some extra functions. So I connected my site here, my page, with GitHub. It now understands now what to do. And if I go under view details, you can see I have a static website. There's no special build. It's just checking out the code, putting it there, and building the application, so to say, and put it out to the Cloudflare network. And to make this basically work on our website, we had to remove the old A record pointing to www and replace it with a special C name from Cloudflare. And the way to do that is going in here and creating some new custom domain record, which in my case is www, and also some special mail related one, which I may come to in a later video. So when we now go back, Cloudflare basically already knows everything it needs to know. So let's look into what other things we have, which I referred to just before. We have some headers, we have redirects, and we have functions. Those redirects, they need to be defined somewhere, and it's being done in the code itself. Here is a functions folder, and Cloudflare expects this folder, and we have some JavaScript file here, and in this JavaScript there's some code pieces that allow the website to do some little bit extra. For example, here when someone is doing an options request, it's going to give them some special control headers. When it's a web request coming into our mail related MTA STS, then it's going to set the headers directly on Cloudflare and nothing else to be done there. Also, we're going to do a special country redirect. So Cloudflare has a built-in header in the request object called CF, and that contains all sorts of valuable information. for example, the country where your client is coming from. And then you can do something with this JavaScript, which is basically now becoming part of your website as well. So we have that in here. And besides this complicated stuff, we also have some more straightforward functionality. Here in the redirects file, there's a basic redirect. When someone goes to the main site, they're being automatically redirected to the English version of the website. And we're also setting some headers in the underscore headers file. For all requests, we set some special security headers that we otherwise would need to do through our web server software, and it can be quite cumbersome to maintain all of that. So there's the extra functionality that Cloudflare also gives us. It allows us to put all of these stuff directly onto the Edge network, and it does not have to traverse through our, let's say, local network or the server that hosts it otherwise. So we have everything set up. We have our functions. Cloudflare knows where to get the code from, how to build it. And if we now do a small change, let me increase that a little bit for you. I'm probably in the wrong folder here. Let's go in here and just touch some file and push it. So what's about to happen is that I have here my feature branch for updates 2024. I made a change to file now. I push it, and what I can then do is merge this to the master branch. And when I do something on the master branch, Cloudflare then understands, oh, okay, something happened, I need to get into action. So how do we do that now? Let's create a pull request. We want our updates branch to merge to the master. For some reason, it just didn't do it in code. I got a little confused here. Merge a pull request. So what we now have is change appeared on the master branch. You can already see something is happening here, and Cloudflare is getting active to build this for us. So let's head back to the Cloudflare interface. Go back to that site, and under the build log we should start to see something happening. There we go. A few seconds ago the build was successful already, and what we now have is, when we go to my website, you see that I've been redirected to the /de German version, currently located in Germany. So it detected my location, put me there, and it's working. And not only that, when we now go to the Mozilla Observatory, for example, and scan our website here, you're going to see that we're going to have a good result, because we set all of the correct security headers that were all set through the Cloudflare web interface, or through the code, however you want to see it. So that's really cool. So not only have we sped up our build process, we located everything onto Cloudflare, we got some special functionality, but also from the client's perspective, what's really cool now is, before the website was located only in Czech Republic, so it took a little bit of time for, let's say, Australian or American clients to get there, should they ever want to. But now we have a Cloudflare distributed global network, and what we can observe in the monitoring is different monitoring endpoints don't have now latency difference anymore. They all react in approximately the same way and in the same time. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I see you next time and have a good day.